When Seoul line cook Hana Kim served a simple dish to the wrong table, she had no idea she was about to become the most hunted woman in Korea. The mysterious man in the expensive suit recognized a taste from his childhood, a secret family recipe that should have died with his mother 20 years ago. What Hana didn't know was that her own grandmother had been living a double life, hiding codes worth $50 million inside cooking instructions, and that one spoonful of galbi jjim would paint a target on everyone she loved. The Korean Mafia doesn't forgive, they don't forget, and they sure as hell don't let witnesses walk away from their family secrets. But sometimes the most dangerous person in the room is the one they underestimate, especially when she's got nothing left to lose, except a confused grandmother and a recipe that could destroy empires. Subscribe and comment if you've ever discovered your family wasn't who you thought they were, because this story is about to serve up more twists than a 5-course revenge meal. The knife slipped against the onion's skin. Hana Kim cursed under her breath and sucked the blood from her thumb. The tiny bistro kitchen pressed around her shoulders. Steam rose from 3 pans at once. "Order up," Chef Park shouted from the pass. Table 12 still waiting. Hana's phone buzzed against her hip. A text from Mrs. Chen next door. "Your grandmother wandered again. Found her at the bus stop." Her chest tightened. Sunja had been getting worse. Last week she'd tried to cook rice in a coffee pot. Yesterday she'd forgotten Hana's name for 3 hours. "Kim," Chef Park's voice cracked across the kitchen. "You're late with the galbi." Hana shoved her phone away. The beef sizzled in the pan. She needed this job. Rent was due in 5 days. Sunja's medication cost more each month. She plated the galbi with practiced speed. Garnish, sauce, perfect arrangement. The burn on her palm throbbed from yesterday's accident with the grill. "Table 7, Chef Park said. "Private dining room." Hana balanced the tray and pushed through the swinging doors. The main dining room buzzed with conversation and clinking glasses. She moved past families sharing hot pot and couples bent over small dishes. The private dining room sat behind frosted glass doors. She knocked once and entered. 4 men in dark suits sat around a low table. They stopped talking when she appeared. The silence felt heavy, dangerous. "Galbi Jim," she said. Her voice stayed steady. She set down the plates with careful movements. The men watched her hands. One had a scar across his knuckles. Another wore a ring with a black stone. The man at the head of the table didn't look at the food. He studied her face instead. His eyes were dark and unreadable. His black hair was perfectly styled. His suit probably cost more than she made in 6 months. "Thank you," he said. His voice was quiet, controlled. Hana bowed and turned to leave. "Wait." The word stopped her at the door. She turned back. "Who prepared this?" he asked. "Chef Park," she said. The man's eyes never left her face. "I see." Hana felt heat crawl up her neck. She bowed again and escaped to the kitchen. Chef Park was screaming at the prep cook about knife skills. Hana grabbed her phone and texted Mrs. Chen back. "Thank you. On my way home after shift." The galbi order had come back wrong. The meat was tough. Chef Park's face was purple with rage. "Fix it," he shouted. "Now." Hana stared at the ruined dish. They didn't have time to start over. The kitchen was backed up. Orders were piling up. She thought of Sunja this morning. Her grandmother had been lucid for 20 minutes. She'd whispered the old spice poem while Hana made breakfast. Star anise dreams, gochujang sings, soy sauce like ancient rivers, pear juice to gentle the fire. Hana had memorized every word years ago, before the forgetting started. She grabbed fresh beef from the walk-in. Her hands moved without thinking. Star anise and dried chilies hit the hot oil. The smell rose up rich and complex. Soy sauce and rice wine. A touch of honey. Fresh pear grated fine. Sunja's voice whispered in her memory. "Cook with your heart, little one. The food knows when you care." The beef braised low and slow. Hana watched the clock. 15 minutes. 10. 5. She plated it with shaking hands. The sauce gleamed dark and perfect. "Take it," Chef Park said. He didn't look at her. Hana carried the tray back to the private room. Her palms were sweating. She set the plate in front of the quiet man. He picked up his chopsticks. The other men watched him eat. He took one bite, then another. His chopsticks stopped moving. His eyes closed for just a moment. When he opened them, something had changed in his face. "Bring me the chef," he said. Hana heard the words through the swinging door. Her stomach dropped. Chef Park was yelling at the dishwasher. He didn't know about the request yet. Hana could slip out the back, pretend she never heard anything, but she needed this job. Running would make everything worse. She pushed through the doors again. The man sat very still. His 3 companions had finished eating. Their plates were empty, except for his. "You asked for the chef," she said. "I did. Chef Park is busy. I can take a message." The man set down his chopsticks. "You made this dish." It wasn't a question. Hannah felt trapped. "Yes. Where did you learn this recipe?" "My grandmother taught me." "What's her name?" Hannah hesitated. Giving information felt dangerous, but lying felt worse. "Kim Sunja," she said. The man nodded slowly. "Is she still alive?" "Yes. I'd like to meet her." "She's not well," Hannah said quickly. "She has dementia. She gets confused." "I understand." The man reached into his jacket. Hannah tensed. He pulled out a business card. "My name is Kang Jae-min," he said. "I'd like to speak with you outside." Hannah took the card. Heavy paper. Embossed lettering. No job title. Just his name and a phone number. "I need to work," she said. "This won't take long." Jae-min stood. He was taller than she'd expected. The other men rose with him. They moved together toward the exit. Hannah followed. Her heart hammered against her ribs. The alley behind the restaurant smelled of garbage and cooking oil. A delivery truck idled near the loading dock. Jae-min's companions stayed near a black sedan parked at the mouth of the alley. "Your grandmother," he said. "Where did she work before?" "Different places, hotels, private families." "Do you remember any names?" Hannah crossed her arms. "Why are you asking these questions?" Jae-min was quiet for a long moment. "The dish you made. It tastes exactly the way my mother used to make it." "Galbi jim is common," Hannah said. "Lots of people make it the same way." "Not this way. Not with these exact proportions." A drunk customer stumbled out of the restaurant's back door. He saw Hannah and leered. "Hey, pretty cook," he slurred. "Want to show me what else you're good at?" His friend laughed and grabbed Hannah's arm. "Come, have a drink with us." "Let go," Hannah said. The man's grip tightened. "Don't be unfriendly." Jae-min moved. 3 quick steps. His hand closed around the drunk man's wrist. "She asked you to let go," Jae-min said. His voice was still quiet, still controlled, but something cold lived underneath it. The drunk man released Hannah immediately. Sorry, didn't know she was with you." "She's not with me," Jae-min said. "She just deserves basic respect." The 2 men hurried back inside. The alley went quiet again. Jae-min turned to Hannah. A pot lid clattered to the ground near her feet. She bent to pick it up. Her burned palm stung against the metal. Jae-min caught her wrist gently. "You're hurt." "It's nothing." He examined her hand without touching the burn. "You should treat this properly." "I said it's nothing." Hannah pulled her hand back. The burn throbbed worse now. "Let me drive you home," Jae-min said. "No, thank you. It's not safe for you to walk alone. Not after what just happened. I've been walking these streets for years." "Things change," he said. "The neighborhood isn't what it used to be." Hannah looked at the black sedan. The 3 men waiting. The expensive suits. "What are you?" she asked. "Someone who knew your grandmother's cooking a long time ago." That wasn't an answer, but something in his voice made her believe he wasn't lying about the food. "I can call a taxi," she said. "My driver is already here." Hannah checked her phone. Mrs. Chen had texted again. "Sunja is asking for you." Her grandmother got agitated when left alone too long, especially at night. "Fine," Hannah said, "but just to my building." Jae-min nodded to one of his men. The black sedan pulled forward. The car was pristine inside. Leather seats, tinted windows. The driver wore the same type of dark suit. Hannah gave her address and sat as far from Jae-min as possible. He didn't try to make conversation. Her phone buzzed with another text from Mrs. Chen. "She's humming that old song again. Is everything all right?" Jae-min asked. "My grandmother gets anxious at night." "The dementia?" Hannah nodded. She didn't want to discuss Sunja's condition with a stranger, but he seemed genuinely concerned. "How long has she been sick?" he asked. 3 years. It started small, forgetting names, repeating stories. That must be difficult. She raised me after my parents died. She's all I have." The words came out before Hannah could stop them. She rarely talked about family. It made her feel exposed. "I'm sorry for your loss," Jae-min said. His voice was different now, softer, almost vulnerable. They drove through the narrow streets of her neighborhood. Neon signs reflected off puddles from afternoon rain. Food stalls lined the sidewalks. Steam rose from metal carts. "This is it," Hannah said. The driver stopped in front of a narrow building. Paint peeled from the walls. Laundry hung from every balcony. "Thank you for the ride," Hannah said. She reached for the door handle. Jamin's phone rang. "Sir," a voice said through the speaker, "we have a situation." "What kind of situation?" Jamin asked. "Photos. Someone was watching." Hannah felt cold spread through her chest. "Photos of what?" Jamin's jaw tightened. "Of us. Together." "Why would that matter?" "It's complicated." The phone crackled again. "Sir, the images are already circulating." Jamin ended the call. He looked at Hannah with something close to regret. "I need to ask you something," he said. "Has anyone approached you about your grandmother's recipes recently?" "No. Why would they?" "What about the restaurant? Any new customers asking questions?" Hannah's stomach knotted. "You're scaring me. I don't mean to, but you may be in danger now." "Because of photos?" "Because of who I am, and because of what you represent." Hannah stared at him. "What do I represent?" Jamin was quiet for a long moment. "Legacy," he said finally. The building's front door opened. Mrs. Chen appeared on the steps. Behind her, Sunja stood in the doorway wearing a faded nightgown. "Hannah, ya," Sunja called. Her voice was thin and confused. Hannah got out of the car quickly. Sunja's eyes found Jamin through the open door. Her grandmother went very still. Then she smiled. "Young he," Sunja whispered. "You came back." Jamin's breath caught. He got out of the car slowly. "Mrs. Kim," he said, "do you remember me?" Sunja hummed a soft melody, a lullaby Hannah had heard 1,000 times. "You have your mother's eyes," Sunja said to Jamin. "She worried about you so much." Jamin's face went white. Young he was my mother's name. Sunja nodded. "Such a sweet girl. She loved to cook for her little boy." Hannah felt the world shift around her. "Grandmother, what are you talking about?" "The spice poem," Sunja said. "I taught it to young he when she worked for the Kang family, before the trouble started." Jamin moved closer. His voice was barely a whisper. "Only family knew that recipe." Sunja reached out and touched his cheek. "You're so tall now. Your mother would be proud." Then her eyes clouded over. The moment of clarity passed. "Where am I?" Sunja asked. "Hannah, why are we outside?" Mrs. Chen hurried down the steps. "Come, Aunt, let's get you inside." Hannah stood frozen on the sidewalk. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. Jamin's driver was talking urgently into a radio. "Target acquired. Package in motion." "What's happening?" Hannah asked. Jamin's phone lit up with an image, a photo of him and Hannah standing by his car. The caption read, "The heir has chosen." "Get inside," Jamin said. "Now." "I don't understand what's happening." "Please, I'll explain everything, but not here." Hannah looked at the photo on his phone. Her face was clearly visible. So was his. "Who took this?" "People who shouldn't have been watching." Mrs. Chen was helping Sunja up the stairs. Hannah's grandmother moved slowly, confused. "I need to take care of her," Hannah said. "I'll have someone stay with you tonight, for protection." "Protection from what?" Jamin's phone rang again. He answered, without looking away from Hannah. "How many?" he asked. A voice crackled through. "At least 3 different posts. The photo's going viral in certain circles." "Shut it down." "Sir, it's too late. The message is already out." Jamin ended the call. His jaw was tight with frustration. "What message?" Hannah asked. "That you're important to me." "But I'm not. The recipe says otherwise." Hannah felt dizzy. "This is insane. I know how it sounds, but my mother died when I was 12. She never taught anyone that recipe except my grandmother, who worked for my family before I was born." The pieces clicked together in Hannah's mind. Sunja's confusion about the timeline, her moments of clarity when talking about the past. "Young Hee was really your mother?" she asked. "Kang Young Hee. She married my father when she was 18. Hannah's phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Pretty picture. Shame if something happened to grandmother. The blood left her face. "Jamin." He read the message over her shoulder. His expression went deadly calm. "Pack a bag," he said. "You're both coming with me. We can't just leave. You can't stay here." Another text arrived. 1 hour. Think carefully. Jamin was already moving. He spoke rapidly into his phone. "I need a clean team at this address. Now." "Wait," Hannah said. "You're making this worse. It's already worse. The moment that photo circulated, you became a target." "A target for what?" "For people who think you represent succession. Power. A claim to my position." Hannah stared at him. "What position?" Jae-min met her eyes. I run a family business. Some people want to run it themselves. The euphemism was clear. Hana had lived in Seoul long enough to understand certain codes. You're Yakuza, she said. Korean Mafia. And right now, that recipe is the most dangerous thing in the city. Mrs. Chen appeared on the steps again. Hana, your grandmother is asking for tea. Mrs. Chen, you should go home, Hana said. Lock your doors tonight. Why? What's wrong? Jae-min pulled out an envelope of cash. For your trouble, and for watching over Sunja these past months. Mrs. Chen's eyes widened at the amount. This is too much. It's not enough, Jae-min said. But it's what I have on me. A black van turned onto their street. Jae-min tensed. Decision time, he said to Hana. Hana looked up at her grandmother's window. Sunja was visible behind the thin curtains. Safe for now, unaware of the danger. Another text buzzed in. 30 minutes. If I go with you, Hana said. What happens to her? She comes too. I have a safe place. And if I don't? Jaemin's voice was quiet. Certain. They'll use her to control you, and when they're done, they'll dispose of both of you. The van slowed as it passed. Tinted windows. No license plate visible. Hana's chest tightened. How do I know you're different? Because my mother loved your grandmother, and because I would never hurt the woman who taught her that recipe. Sunja appeared in the window. She waved down at them with a confused smile. Hana felt her heart break. Give me 10 minutes to pack. Jaemin's safe house was a traditional hanok hidden behind high walls, ancient wood and stone mixed with modern security systems. Cameras tracked their arrival. 2 men in suits bowed as Jae-min entered. They spoke in quick, respectful tones. Hana helped Sunja out of the car. Her grandmother looked around with wide eyes. Such a beautiful house, Sunja said. Are we visiting someone important? Yes, grandmother. We're guests here. How nice. I should cook something for our hosts. Hana's throat tightened. Even confused, Sunja thought about taking care of others. The house was immaculate inside. Low furniture, clean lines, fresh orchids on a side table. There are bedrooms upstairs, Jae-min said. You'll be comfortable here. For how long? Hana asked. Until it's safe. When will that be? Jae-min was quiet. I don't know. A young man approached and bowed. Sir, we've secured the perimeter. No movement on the street. Thank you, Minho. This is Hana Kim and her grandmother, Sunja. Minho had kind eyes and calloused hands. He looked like he might smile if circumstances were different. Ma'am, he said to Hana, the kitchen is stocked if you need anything. Thank you. Sunja wandered toward a wall of family photos, black and white images of people in traditional clothing. Such handsome people, she said. This must be your family, young man. She was talking to Jae-min. He joined her at the photos. Some of them, he said gently. Sunja pointed to a young woman in a wedding dress. She's beautiful. Is this your wife? Jae-min went very still. No, that's my mother. Your mother was lovely. You have her smile. Hana watched Jae-min's face. Pain flickered across his features. Would you like some tea, grandmother? She asked. Oh, yes. Tea would be nice. Hana followed Minho to the kitchen. Modern appliances sat alongside traditional elements. A rice cooker next to a stone mortar and pestle. Is he always so serious? She asked. Mr. Kang carries heavy responsibilities, Minho said. What kind of responsibilities? Minho measured tea leaves carefully. The kind that don't leave room for smiling. How long have you worked for him? 5 years, since I was 23. Do you like it? Minho glanced toward the living room, where Jae-min sat with Sunja. He saved my life, Minho said simply. My loyalty isn't a job, it's a debt. The tea steeped in silence. Hana watched steam rise from the pot. The people who threatened us, she said. How dangerous are they? Dangerous enough. But Jae-min is more dangerous? Minho's smile was sharp. Much more. They brought tea to the living room. Sunja had fallen asleep in her chair. Her breathing was soft and even. She's tired, Jae-min said. The confusion takes energy. She has good days and bad days. Today was mostly good. The moment when she recognized me, that was real? Hana nodded. She remembers the past better than the present. What else does she remember about my mother? Stories. About cooking together. About you as a little boy. Jae-min's eyes were hungry for details. What stories? She said your mother worried about you constantly, that you were too serious even then. I had to be. Why? My father died when I was 10. I became the heir to everything, including his enemies. Hannah felt something shift in her chest. Understanding, sympathy. That's too much for a child, she said. Childhood wasn't an option. The house settled around them, quiet and secure, but Hannah felt the weight of watching eyes. The photo, she said. Who posted it? Someone who wants to create chaos in my organization. By connecting you to me? By suggesting I've chosen a successor. In our world, recipes and bloodlines matter. Hannah's phone buzzed. A text from Chef Park. You didn't finish your shift. Don't come back. Her stomach dropped. I lost my job. Jae-min read the message. I'll take care of it. How? I'll buy the restaurant. You can't just buy everything that goes wrong. I can try. Hannah stood up abruptly. I need air. She walked to the garden doors. The courtyard beyond was peaceful. Moonlight touched stone pathways. Jae-min followed her outside. Are you all right? No. My life fell apart in 3 hours. I'm sorry. Are you? Or is this convenient for you? Jae-min was quiet for a long moment. What do you mean? Maybe you wanted me dependent on you. Easier to control. I don't want to control you. Then what do you want? He looked at her directly. To keep you safe. Why? We're strangers. Are we? Hannah felt heat creep up her neck. One shared recipe doesn't make us connected. It makes you family, in the only way that matters to me. The words hung between them, heavy, with meaning. Hannah's phone buzzed again. Another unknown number. Safe house won't save her. We know where you are. Jae-min read the message over her shoulder. His expression went cold. Pack light, he said. We're moving again. The second safe house was a modern apartment in Gangnam. High floor, city views, anonymous. Sunja slept through the transfer. Minho carried her gently up the back stairs. This building is owned by shell companies, Jae-min explained. Harder to trace. How many properties do you own? Hannah asked. Enough. The apartment was smaller than the hanok, but just as carefully appointed. Neutral colors, expensive furniture. Nothing personal. Hannah settled Sunja in the master bedroom. Her grandmother woke briefly. Where are we now? Sunja asked. Somewhere safe. Good. I was having bad dreams. Sunja went back to sleep immediately. The medication Dr. Kim prescribed helped with her anxiety. Hannah found Jae-min in the kitchen. He was making ramyeon with focused attention. You cook? She asked. Basic survival skills. She watched him work. His movements were precise but unpracticed. You're overcooking the noodles, she said. I don't cook much. Hannah moved beside him. Their shoulders brushed as she adjusted the heat. 2 minutes, she said. Not 3. I'll remember that. She was aware of his height, his stillness, the way he smelled of expensive soap and something darker. Tell me about your mother, she said. Jae-min's hands paused. What do you want to know? What was she like? Young, scared, brave when she had to be. Sunja said she loved to cook for you. Every morning. She'd wake up early to make my favorite breakfast. What was your favorite? Egg rice with sesame oil. Nothing fancy. Hannah smiled. Comfort food. She called it love food. The timer rang. Jae-min drained the noodles with careful precision. Your grandmother taught her that recipe we ate tonight, he said. My mother made it for my father exactly 3 times. Why only 3? Because he died on the 4th attempt. Hannah felt her breath catch. I'm sorry. Car accident. Probably not an accident. The weight of his words settled between them. Violence and loss shaped everything in his world. That's why you recognize the taste, she said. I haven't had it since I was 12, until tonight. They ate in comfortable silence. The ramyeon was simple but satisfying. The people threatening us, Hannah said. Who are they exactly? Seo De-sok. He runs a rival organization. What does he want? My territory? My contacts? My position? Why doesn't he just challenge you directly? Jae-min's smile was cold. Because he'd lose. So he goes after innocent people instead. In his mind, you're not innocent. You're leverage. Hannah's phone had stayed quiet for 2 hours. The silence felt more ominous than the threats. Maybe they gave up, she said. They don't give up. As if summoned by his words, her phone rang. Unknown number. Jae-min nodded. Hannah answered. Hello, Miss Kim, a man's voice said. Smooth, confident. Who is this? Someone who appreciates good cooking. I'd like to discuss a business proposal. I'm not interested. I think you are. It concerns your grandmother's recipe. Hannah's blood went cold. What about it? I'd like to acquire it, along with the woman who holds it. She's not for sale. The man laughed. Everyone is for sale. The only question is price. Jaemin gestured for the phone. Hana shook her head. What do you want? She asked. A meeting. Tomorrow night. Come alone. No. Then I'll visit your grandmother instead. She seemed so confused when we saw her earlier. Panic shot through Hana's chest. You stayed away from her. For now. But my patience isn't infinite. The line went dead. Jaemin was already moving. He spoke rapidly into his own phone. Double the security. No one in or out without my clearance. Sir, Minho's voice crackled back. We have movement downstairs. Jaemin and Hana moved to the window. 3 men stood on the street below, looking up at their building. They found us, Hana whispered. They want us to know they found us. One of the men below raised his phone and took a photo. Then they walked away casually. What happens now? Hana asked. Jaemin's voice was grim. Now we disappear completely. Part 1. Cliffhanger. Hana stared at the empty street below. The men were gone, but their message was clear. Nowhere was safe. Jaemin moved through the apartment with military efficiency, gathering essentials, checking weapons. Where can we go that they won't find us? She asked. There's one place, he said, but you won't like it. Why not? Jaemin met her eyes. Because it's where I live. Jaemin's compound sat behind steel gates in the hills above Seoul. Security cameras tracked every angle. Guards moved like shadows between buildings. This is your home? Hana asked. One of them. The main house was modern glass and steel. Clean lines against the mountain backdrop. It looked more like a fortress than a residence. Sunja woke as they carried her inside. Oh my, this is very grand. Just temporary, grandmother. I hope our host won't mind the intrusion. Jaemin overheard. You're always welcome here, Mrs. Kim. The interior was minimalist, expensive art on white walls, no family photos, no personal touches. It's beautiful, Hana said. But cold, she thought. Minho showed them to adjacent bedrooms on the 2nd floor. Windows faced the garden. Bulletproof glass, Hana noticed. Dinner is at 8, if you'd like to join Mr. Kang, Minho said. We don't want to impose. You're not imposing. Hana helped Sunja settle into bed. The older woman was tired from another move. That young man seems familiar, Sunja said. Jaemin? He's Young Hee's son. Young Hee. Sunja's eyes grew distant. Such a sweet girl. She worried about her boy too much. What did she worry about? The violence in that house. The father was a hard man. Hana felt her chest tighten. Hard how? Cold, angry. He loved his son but didn't know how to show it. What happened to him? Something terrible. Young Hee never spoke of it directly. Sunja's eyes closed. The conversation drifted away with her consciousness. Hana showered and changed clothes. At 8, she found Jaemin in a private dining room. He'd traded his suit for dark jeans and a white shirt. He looked younger, more human. How is your grandmother? He asked. Tired. But she remembered your mother again. What did she say? Hana hesitated. That your father was a hard man. Jaemin's jaw tightened. He was. They ate bulgogi and banchan in comfortable silence. The food was expertly prepared but impersonal. Do you cook? Hana asked. No, I have staff for that. Don't you miss it? Making food with your own hands? I never learned. My mother died before she could teach me. Hana felt sadness settle in her chest. I could teach you, if you want. Something shifted in Jaemin's expression. Surprise. Longing. You would do that? Food is meant to be shared. A phone rang somewhere in the house. Urgent. Persistent. Minho appeared in the doorway. Sir, we have a situation. What kind? The CO organization made a move. They hit 3 of our businesses tonight. Jaemin's face went cold. Casualties? None. But they left messages. Jaemin stood. Excuse me. Hana ate alone for the next hour. Staff moved quietly through the house. Voices carried from distant rooms. She explored the main floor. A library, a formal living room. Everything perfect and untouched. One room was different. The door was cracked open. Hana pushed inside. A home office. Desk covered with papers. Maps on the walls. Photos of men in suits. One photo caught her attention. Jaemin with a beautiful woman. Both smiling. Both young. That was my wife. Hana spun. Jaemin stood in the doorway. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snoop. It's all right. He joined her at the desk. His fingers touched the photo gently. She was lovely, Hana said. Yuna. We were engaged for 2 years. What happened? She chose someone else. I'm sorry. Jaemin's smile was bitter. She chose my rival. Seo De-sok. Hana felt her stomach drop. The man threatening us? The same. She's with him now? She's his wife. The room went quiet. Hana understood the deeper layers of this conflict now. That's why he's targeting you specifically, she said. Partially. But business comes first. Does it hurt, seeing them together? Jaemin was quiet for a long moment. It did. Not anymore. Why not? Because I learned something about love. Real love doesn't betray you. His eyes found hers. Something electric passed between them. Hana. The lights went out. Emergency lighting kicked in. Red. Ominous. Stay here, Jaemin said. What's happening? Power cut. Could be nothing. But his hand was already on a concealed weapon. His voice was tense. Voices shouted from downstairs. Korean words Hana didn't understand. Jaemin spoke rapidly into his phone. Perimeter status. Now. Minho's voice crackled back. 3 vehicles approaching. Armed. Grandmother, Hana whispered. She's safe. This room is secure. Steel shutters descended over the windows. The house was sealing itself. Sir, Minho's voice again. They're broadcasting something. A speaker crackled to life somewhere in the house. A familiar voice filled the air. Good evening, Jaemin. I hope you're enjoying dinner. Seo De-sok. Hana recognized his voice from the phone call. I have a business proposition, the voice continued. Send out the girl and her grandmother. In exchange, I'll let you keep the compound. Jaemin's eyes were deadly calm. Counteroffer. Leave now, and I'll let you keep breathing. Laughter echoed through the speakers. Still arrogant. Still alone. I'm not alone. Aren't you? Your wife chose me. Your allies choose profit. Your empire chooses survival. Hana saw pain flicker across Jaemin's features. Raw and deep. What do you want with us? She called out. Ah, Miss Kim, the famous cook. I'm nobody special. You're the key to legitimacy. That recipe represents bloodline, heritage, succession. It's just food. Food is never just food. Not in our world. Gunfire erupted outside. Sharp cracks against bulletproof glass. Jaemin pulled Hana behind the desk. Stay down. Where are you going? To end this. He moved toward the door. Hana grabbed his arm. Don't leave me. I have to protect you. Then stay. Let your men handle it. Jaemin's phone rang. Minho again. Sir, we have them contained, but they're not retreating. What are they waiting for? Unknown. The speakers crackled again. Jaemin, you have 10 minutes. Send them out, or I start burning your other properties. He's bluffing, Jaemin said. His phone lit up with notifications. Security alerts from across the city. He's not bluffing, Hana whispered. Photos showed flames. Smoke. Buildings that belong to Jaemin's organization. He's destroying everything, Hana said. Buildings can be replaced. What about the people inside them? Jaemin's jaw tightened. He was torn between protecting her and protecting his empire. There has to be another way, Hana said. There is. What? I go out there and finish this permanently. That's suicide. It's my job. Hana stared at him. This man who carried impossible responsibilities, who protected everyone except himself. What would your mother want? She asked. Jaemin went very still. What? Young he. What would she want you to do? She'd want me to keep you safe. And herself? What would she want for her son? Jaemin's eyes closed briefly. She'd want me to live. The speakers crackled one final time. 5 minutes, Jaemin. Then I come inside. Hana made a decision. I'll go. No. If I surrender myself, you'll die. But you'll live. Your men will live. Your empire survives. I don't care about the empire. The words hung between them. Raw. Honest. What do you care about? Hana asked. Jaemin looked at her directly. You. The confession stopped Hana's breath. You don't know me, she whispered. I know enough. We've known each other 3 days. I've known your heart my whole life, through my mother's stories, through your grandmother's love. Gunfire erupted again outside. Closer this time. Sir, Minho's voice was urgent. They've breached the outer wall. Jaemin stood. Initiate lockdown protocol. Already done. But they have explosives. The house shuddered. Somewhere below, something had detonated. The safe room, Jaemin said. Now. He led Hana through hidden passages behind the walls. They emerged in Sunja's bedroom. The older woman was awake, confused but calm. Such loud noises, she said. Is there a celebration? Something like that, grandmother. Another passage led to a reinforced room in the basement. Medical supplies, food, communications, equipment. How long can we stay here? Hannah asked. As long as necessary. But his voice was grim. They were trapped. Jae-min activated a video screen. Security cameras showed men in tactical gear moving through the house. 12 of them, he counted. Professional. What about your men? Fighting, but outnumbered. On screen, Seo De-sok entered the main hall. Well-dressed, confident. A woman walked beside him. Yuna, Jae-min's former fiancée. She's beautiful, Hannah said. Beauty can be poison. Yuna surveyed the house with proprietary interest, as if she belonged there. She knows the layout, Jae-min realized. She's telling them where to search. The camera showed Yuna pointing toward the stairs, directing the assault. Why would she help them? Hannah asked. Because she never forgave me for surviving what she thought would destroy me. What does that mean? Jae-min's voice was quiet. When she left me for Seo, she expected me to fall apart, to lose everything. But you didn't. I got stronger. That was unforgivable to her. On screen, Seo's men were searching systematically, getting closer. There's another way out, Jae-min said. Where? Tunnel to the garage. But it means leaving your grandmother. I won't do that. Hannah, be practical. No. She looked at Sunja, who was humming softly to herself. Unaware of the danger, she stays with me, Hannah said. Whatever happens. Jae-min's expression softened. I understand. Do you? Family loyalty. It's the most important thing. The video screen showed Seo entering the office where Hannah had found the photos. He picked up the picture of Jae-min and Yuna. Still keeping memories, Seo laughed. How sentimental. He threw the frame against the wall. Glass shattered. Jae-min's hands clenched into fists. He wants to hurt you, Hannah said. He wants to break me. Why? Because broken men are easier to replace. The intercom crackled. Seo's voice filled the safe room. I know you're listening, old friend. This is quite the fortress you've built. Jae-min didn't respond. I remember when you were just Kang's scared little boy, hiding behind your mother's skirts. Hannah saw Jae-min's jaw tighten. She was beautiful, your mother. Young Hee. Such a waste when she died. Stop, Hannah whispered. Of course, she didn't die naturally, did she? That car accident was very convenient for certain people. Jae-min's face went white. Didn't you ever wonder who wanted your father dead badly enough to kill an innocent woman too? The safe room went silent except for Sunja's soft humming. Ask yourself, Jae-min, who benefited most from your parents' death? Who was there to comfort the grieving boy? Who helped you take control when you came of age? Hannah watched understanding dawn in Jae-min's eyes. Horror. Betrayal. That's right, Seo continued. Uncle Minho, your faithful right hand, your mother's killer. He's lying, Hannah said immediately. Jae-min stared at the screen. Minho was visible in the main hall. Fighting to protect them. Minho saved my life, he whispered. Then Seo is trying to turn you against him. Why would he lie about something so specific? Because he knows it will hurt you. The intercom crackled again. Ask him yourself, Jae-min. Ask faithful Minho about the brake lines, about the convenient timing. On screen, Minho was retreating toward the basement. 3 men pursued him. I have to know, Jae-min said. Not now. Not here. If it's true. It's not. But doubt had taken root. Hannah could see it in his eyes. Sunja spoke suddenly. Minho is a good boy. They both turned to her. Her eyes were clear, focused. Grandmother? That young man upstairs. He has kind hands. Like his father. His father? Jae-min asked. Lee Jun-ho. He worked for your father too. I remember him, Jae-min said slowly. He died in the same accident. Yes. Poor Jun-ho. He loved your mother very much. The words hit like a physical blow. Hannah saw Jae-min's face crumble. Loved her how? He asked. The way a man loves a woman. But she was married. Loyal. Understanding flooded through the room. Minho's father was in love with your mother, Hannah said, which gave him motive to kill my father, Jae-min whispered. Or motive to die protecting her, Sunja said gently, which is what happened. You remember that day? I remember everything about that day. Because young Hee called me, crying. Sunja's voice grew stronger. The fog of dementia lifted completely. She was scared, said someone had been following them. Jun-ho insisted on driving instead of the regular driver. To protect her, to protect you both, because the real target was you, little prince. Jae-min sat heavily. The truth was worse than Seo's lie. My father's enemies wanted me dead. My mother and Junho died protecting me. Junho threw himself over your mother when the car went off the road, saved her life for 30 seconds longer. Long enough for her to unbuckle my seatbelt, Jae-min realized. Long enough to push you clear before the explosion. Tears tracked down Jae-min's face. Hana had never seen him cry. Minho knows this story? He asked. Minho was 6 years old. He saw his father die a hero. That's why he's so loyal. That's why he loves you like a brother. The safe room door exploded inward. Smoke filled the air. 3 men in tactical gear rushed inside. Jae-min moved instantly. No weapon, just his hands. The first attacker went down hard. Throat strike, unconscious before he hit the floor. The second raised a pistol. Hana threw herself forward. They crashed into the wall together. The gun went flying. Hana's shoulder burned where she'd hit concrete. Jae-min disabled the third man with surgical precision. No wasted movement, no unnecessary violence. Are you hurt? He asked Hana. I'm fine. She wasn't. Her shoulder throbbed. But Sunja was safe. That mattered more. Impressive, a voice said from the doorway. Seo entered with 2 more men, weapons drawn. Still fighting like your father taught you. All brutality, no strategy. Strategy is knowing when to fight, Jae-min said. Is that what you call this? Strategy? Seo's eyes found Hana. Miss Kim, you're even prettier up close. Leave her alone. I'm not going to hurt her. She's too valuable. Yuna appeared beside Seo. Her beauty was sharp, predatory. Hello, Jae-min, she said. You look tired. Betrayal will do that. I didn't betray you. I chose better. You chose money. I chose a winner. Yuna's eyes moved to Hana. Assessment. Jealousy. This is your replacement? A common cook? She's worth 10 of you, Jae-min said. We'll see. Seo gestured to his men. Secure them. Wait, Hana said. What do you actually want? Smart question. I want legitimacy. I don't understand. Your grandmother's recipe represents bloodline, heritage. If I control it, I control the narrative. It's just a family recipe. Nothing is just. Anything in our world. Symbols matter. Seo moved closer to Sunja. Your grandmother worked for the Kang family. She taught their secrets to an outsider. To Jaemin's mother. Exactly. Which makes you the keeper of those secrets now. Hana felt sick. You want to use her memory. I want to use her credibility. For what? To prove that Jaemin's bloodline is tainted, that an outsider's daughter has no claim to power. The logic was twisted but clear. In a world ruled by tradition, perception mattered more than truth. You're insane, Hana said. I'm practical. Footsteps echoed in the corridor. Someone running. Minho burst into the room. Blood on his shirt, gun in his hand. Sir, he called. Then he saw the situation. Seo smiled. Perfect timing. Let them go, Minho said. Or what? You'll shoot me? Yes. With what ammunition? Minho's face went pale. His gun was empty. Did you really think I wouldn't plan for everything? Seo asked. Run, Minho said to Jae-min. Back tunnel. Not without them. Sir, please. We stay together. Seo laughed. How touching. The family that dies together. Nobody's dying tonight, a new voice said. Everyone turned. Sunja stood in the corner. Her eyes were sharp, alert. The confused old woman was gone. Mrs. Kim, Seo said. How nice to meet you properly. I know who you are, Sunja said. And I know what you want. What do I want? Respect, recognition, things you'll never earn. Seo's smile faltered. Explain. You think controlling a recipe will give you legitimacy. But legitimacy isn't inherited. It's earned. Pretty words. True words. That's why you'll lose. I'm winning right now. Are you? Sunja looked directly at Yuna. Child, why are you destroying yourself for this man? Yuna's composure cracked slightly. I don't know what you mean. You loved Jae-min once. Real love. Not this performance you're giving now. I never loved him. Don't lie to an old woman. I can see it in your eyes. Yuna's hand shook. Just slightly. But everyone noticed. You're making a mistake, Sunja continued. Trading gold for brass. Shut up, Seo snapped. Truth makes you angry. That's how I know you're weak. Seo raised his hand. Hana stepped forward. Don't you dare touch her. The room went silent. Tension stretched like a wire. Well, Seo said finally, this is more interesting than I expected. Here's what's going to happen. Seo said. Mrs. Kim will cook her famous recipe, on camera, with commentary about bloodlines and legitimacy. She won't do it, Hana said. Of course she will, because the alternative is watching you die slowly. Jaemin's voice was deadly quiet. Touch either of them and I'll tear you apart. With what army? Your men are dead or captured. With these hands, Seo laughed but took a step backward. Even outnumbered, Jaemin was dangerous. Yuna, Seo said, explain the situation to our friend. Yuna moved closer to Jaemin. Her beauty was a weapon she knew how to use. You always were too proud, she said. Too stubborn to compromise. I don't compromise with thieves. Is that what I am? A thief? You stole 2 years of my life with lies. I gave you the best years of yours. You gave me nothing. Yuna's mask slipped again. Pain flickered across her features. I loved you, she whispered. No, you loved what I represented. Money, power, safety. You were terrified of being alone. The words hit their target. Yuna flinched. So you chose him, Jaemin continued. Because you thought he was stronger. He is stronger. Then why is he so afraid of an old woman and a cook? Seo's face darkened. Enough conversation, he gestured to his men. Set up the camera. Wait, Sunja said. I'll do it. Grandmother, no. It's all right, child. Just food. But her eyes held a message. Trust me. The men brought camera equipment from upstairs. Professional setup. This had been planned carefully. What do you want me to say? Sunja asked. The truth. That this recipe belongs to outsiders. That it was never meant for the Kang bloodline. I understand. Sunja moved to the small kitchenette in the safe room. Basic supplies. Enough to cook. The ingredients, she said. Whatever you need. Star anise, gochujang, soy sauce, rice wine. Seo's men brought everything. Sunja examined each item carefully. This gochujang is wrong, she said. What? Wrong brand, wrong heat level. It's all the same. No, Young-hee was very particular. Seo was getting impatient. Use what we have. Then it won't be the real recipe. Fine. What brand do you need? Sunja named a specific maker. Small batch. Expensive. Get it, Seo ordered. While they waited, Sunja sat quietly. Her eyes found Jaemin's. Your mother was my best student, she said. So eager to learn. What did you teach her? More than cooking. Patience. Timing. The importance of proper preparation. Her voice carried hidden meaning. Jaemin nodded slightly. She was smart, Sunja continued. She understood that some recipes require substitution. Substitution, when ingredients aren't available, or when the situation calls for creativity. The gochujang arrived. Sunja opened it and smiled. Perfect. Now we can begin. She started cooking with ritual precision, each movement deliberate, meaningful. The camera rolled. Seo watched intently. Tell them about the recipe's history, he prompted. This dish, Sunja said clearly, was created for the Kang family. By me, for Young-hee. Seo smiled. This was what he wanted to hear. The secret is in the balance, Sunja continued. Star anise for depth, gochujang for heat. But the real secret is the substitution. What substitution? Seo asked. Sunja's eyes twinkled. Sugar for honey, when you can't afford the real thing. I don't understand. This recipe was peasant food, made elegant for wealthy people. But it was always peasant food. Seo's expression changed. That's not what you're supposed to say. It's the truth. This recipe represents survival, resourcefulness, taking scraps and making them beautiful. Stop talking. It represents the opposite of legitimacy. It represents earning what you have. Turn off the camera. But Sunja kept talking. Young-hee understood this. She married into wealth but never forgot where food comes from. I said stop. She taught her son that power without purpose is meaningless, that protection matters more than position. Seo grabbed the camera himself. But Sunja's words had already been recorded. You ruined everything, he snarled. I told the truth. The truth doesn't matter. Only perception matters. Then you understand nothing. Seo raised his hand to strike her. Jaemin broke free from his captors. The room exploded into violence. Jaemin moved like controlled fury. Seo's first guard went down with a broken wrist. The second caught an elbow to the temple. Minho joined the fight despite his empty weapon. He used it as a club. Yuna screamed and pressed against the wall. Protect Sunja, Jaemin called to Hana. Hana pulled her grandmother behind the kitchenette. Pots and pans clattered to the floor. Seo drew a gun. Enough. Everyone froze. This ends now, Seo said. All of you on your knees. Do it yourself, Jamin said. I'll shoot the old woman first. You'll die 1 second later. Maybe, but she'll still be dead. The standoff stretched. Nobody moved. Then Yuna spoke. Daesuk, stop. What? Let them go. Don't be ridiculous. This isn't what we agreed to. We agreed to take everything from him. Not like this. Seo's face twisted with rage. You're still in love with him. No, I'm just not a monster. You became a monster the day you chose me. The words hung in the air. Brutal truth. You're right, Yuna whispered. I did. She looked at Jamin, real pain in her eyes. I'm sorry, she said, for everything. Yuna, don't. I chose wrong. I chose fear instead of love. Shut up, Seo snarled. I chose a man who makes me smaller instead of one who made me better. I said shut up. Seo swung the gun toward Yuna. Jamin lunged forward. The gun fired. Blood splashed across the white wall. Yuna collapsed. No! Jamin caught Yuna as she fell. Blood bloomed across her silk blouse. The wound was high on her chest. Bad but not fatal. I'm sorry, she whispered. I'm so sorry. Don't talk. Save your strength. Seo stared at his smoking gun. She made me do that. You shot an unarmed woman. She betrayed me. She told the truth. Jamin pressed his hands against Yuna's wound. Blood seeped between his fingers. Minho, medical kit. I can't reach it. Seo still held the gun on them. His hands were shaking now. This is your fault, he said to Jamin. All of it. How is this my fault? You made her remember what we used to have. What you used to have. Before you. Before she fell in love with the untouchable prince. Understanding dawned in Jamin's eyes. You loved her first. I loved her, always. But she only saw you. So, you turned her against me. I saved her from you. From this life. By pulling her deeper into it. Seo's laugh was broken. I thought I could make her love me. Really love me. You can't force love. You can try. Yuna's breathing was shallow. Her skin was pale. Hospital, she whispered. I'll get you there, Jamin promised. Both of you, Seo said. Together in death. How romantic. He raised the gun again, aimed at Jamin's head. Any last words? Yes. Jamin looked directly into the camera that was still recording. My name is Kang Jamin, son of Kang Young-hee. I've lived by violence, but I choose to die for love. Touching. I choose to die protecting the woman who taught my mother that food is love, and the granddaughter who carries that lesson forward. Very touching. And I choose to die knowing that Kim Sunja's recipe represents everything you'll never understand, which is that real power comes from lifting others up, not tearing them down. Seo's finger tightened on the trigger. Goodbye, old friend. The gun fired, but not at Jamin. Minho had thrown himself forward. The bullet caught him in the shoulder. He crashed into Seo. The gun went flying. Jamin was on Seo in seconds. No mercy this time. This wasn't about territory or business. This was personal. When it was over, Seo wasn't moving. The safe room went silent, except for Yuna's labored breathing. Is he dead? Hana asked. No, but he'll wish he was. Jamin gathered Yuna in his arms. We need to move, now. What about him? My men will handle it. Sirens wailed in the distance. Someone had called the authorities. This way, Minho said. He was bleeding but mobile. They escaped through the tunnel Jamin had mentioned earlier. It led to an underground garage. 3 cars waited, engines running. Hospital first, Jamin said. Then we disappear. They loaded Yuna into the first car. Jamin held pressure on her wound during the drive. Will she be okay? Hana asked. I don't know. Sunja sat quietly in the corner. The night's events had aged her. The clarity was fading again. Where are we going? She asked. Somewhere safe, grandmother. Good. I'm tired of running. At the hospital, Jamin carried Yuna to the emergency entrance. No questions asked. He had arrangements here. While doctors worked on her, he found Hana in the waiting room. It's over, he said. Is it? Seo's organization will scatter. No central leadership. What about yours? I'm done. The words surprised them both. What do you mean? I mean, I'm tired of violence. Tired of living afraid. What will you do? I don't know. Learn to cook, maybe. Hana smiled despite everything. I could teach you. I'd like that. Minho approached with his arm in a sling. Sir, we have a problem. What now? The video, Sunja's cooking lesson. It's gone viral. Jae-min closed his eyes. What's the reaction? People are calling it the most authentic thing they've ever seen. Food bloggers are going crazy. Hana laughed. Actually, laughed. What's funny? Jae-min asked. Your grandmother just became a social media star. Sunja was asleep in her wheelchair, snoring softly. She'd hate that, Hana said. Would she? She always said cooking was private, personal. Maybe it's time for that to change. A doctor approached. Miss Park will be fine. The bullet missed major organs. Thank you. She's asking for you. Jae-min hesitated. Both of us? She specifically asked for Miss Kim. Hana and Jae-min entered Yuna's room together. She was pale but awake. I owe you an apology, Yuna said to Hana. You don't owe me anything. I do. I tried to destroy something beautiful because I was jealous. What's beautiful? The way he looks at you. The way he used to look at me. Hana felt heat rise in her cheeks. I was never worthy of that look, Yuna continued. But you are. Yuna, Jae-min started. Let me finish. I loved you once. Really loved you. But I was too scared to trust it. I know. I chose safety over love, security over truth. I understand. Don't make my mistake, she said to Hana. Don't be afraid of something real. The heart monitor beeped steadily. Yuna's eyes closed. She'll sleep for hours, the doctor said. You should go home. Outside the hospital, dawn was breaking over Seoul. The city was waking up. Where is home now? Hana asked. Wherever you want it to be. They walked to the car where Minho waited. Sunja was awake again. Such a long night, she said. But we're all still here. Yes, grandmother. We're all still here. That's what matters. Being together. Jae-min helped Sunja into the car. His movements were gentle. Careful. Where to? Minho asked. Somewhere quiet, Jae-min said. Somewhere we can cook. As they drove through the city, Hana watched Jae-min's profile. Strong, tired, human. Are you really done with all of this? She asked. With the violence? Yes. What about the responsibility? I'll find other ways to take care of people. Such as, I'll let you know when I figure it out. Hana reached for his hand. Their fingers interlaced. We'll figure it out together, she said. Together, if you want. Jae-min's smile was the first genuine one she'd seen from him. I want, he said. Part 2. Cliffhanger. 6 weeks later, Hana stood in the kitchen of a small restaurant in Hongdae. The space was simple, clean, honest. The lunch rush was ending. Orders had been steady but manageable. Chef, one of the servers called. Table 7 wants to compliment the galbi jim. Hana smiled. The recipe was perfect now, balanced, true to Sunja's original vision. She wiped her hands on her apron and walked to the dining room. Jae-min sat at table 7 with Minho and 2 other men in suits. Business associates, but different ones, legitimate ones. How was lunch? She asked. Perfect, Jae-min said. As always. He stood and kissed her cheek. Natural, easy. The investors loved it, Minho added. They want to discuss expansion. Already? Word travels fast, Jae-min said. Especially when the food is this good. Hana felt a warm glow in her chest. Pride, accomplishment, hope. They'd built something together, something real. Where's grandmother? She asked. Upstairs, napping. They'd converted the apartment above the restaurant into a home, small but comfortable, safe. Sunja's condition was stable, good days and bad days, but more good than bad lately. I should check on her. In a minute, Jae-min said. There's something I want to ask you first. What? He reached into his jacket and pulled out a small velvet box. Hana's breath caught. Hana Kim, he said, will you marry me? The restaurant went quiet. Everyone was watching. Jae-min, I know it's fast. I know we're still learning each other. Yes. I know there are no guarantees in life and wait. What did you say? I said yes. His smile could have powered the city. He slipped the ring onto her finger. Simple, beautiful, perfect. The restaurant erupted in applause, staff and customers celebrating together. When? Hana asked. Whenever you want. Tomorrow? Tomorrow's good. They kissed as the sun set over Seoul. The city sparkled around them. Everything felt possible. Then Hana's phone rang. Unknown number. Her blood went cold. Don't answer it, Jae-min said. What if it's about grandmother? It's not, she answered. Anyway. Hello? Congratulations on your engagement, a woman's voice said. Such lovely photos in the society pages. Who is this? Someone who knew your parents. The phone slipped from Hana's fingers. The phone clattered to the restaurant floor. Hana stared at it like a venomous snake. Jaemin picked it up. The line was already dead. What did they say? He asked. Someone who knew my parents. That's impossible. Why is it impossible? Jaemin's face went pale. Because your parents died when you were 5. In a car accident. How do you know that? You told me, but Hana felt cold creeping through her chest. I never told you how they died. The restaurant around them had gone back to normal. Customers eating, staff cleaning, life continuing, but something fundamental had shifted. We need to talk, Jaemin said. Privately, they went upstairs to the apartment. Sunja was indeed napping, her breathing soft and even. Tell me what you know about my parents, Hana said. Jaemin sat heavily on the couch. I had them investigated. When? After the first night. When I realized who your grandmother was. What did you find? Kim Min-jun and Park So-young, married 1995, died in a car accident 2000. That's what grandmother told me. But there were no police reports, no insurance claims, no death certificates. Hana felt the room spin. What are you saying? I'm saying your parents might not be dead. That's impossible. Is it? Her phone rang again. Same unknown number. This time Jaemin answered. Who is this? A woman's voice. Speakerphone now. Hello, Mr. Kang. I believe you have questions about the Kim family. What do you want? To meet. Tonight. Alone. Not happening. Then Miss Kim will never learn the truth about why her parents abandoned her. They didn't abandon her. They died. Did they? Ask Kim Sunja what really happened 25 years ago. The line went dead again. Hana and Jaemin stared at each other. Grandmother knows something, Hana whispered. Maybe. Or maybe this is another threat. Another manipulation. Only one way to find out. They went to Sunja's bedroom. She was awake now, sitting by the window. Grandmother, Hana said gently, we need to ask you something. Of course, child. My parents. Tell me about the accident. Sunja's face went very still. What accident? The car accident, when they died. Who told you they died in an accident? Hana felt the world tilt. You did. I never said that. But you raised me. You told me they were gone. Gone, yes. Dead, no. Jaemin sat on the bed's edge. Mrs. Kim, where are Hana's parents? I don't know. They left one night, never came back. Why did they leave? Fear. Fear of what? Sunja looked directly at Hana. Her eyes were clearer than they'd been in months. Fear of the people who wanted to hurt you. Hurt me? Hana whispered. I was 5 years old. Age doesn't matter to some people, Sunja said. What people? The same people who killed young Hee. Jaemin leaned forward. You think my mother was murdered? I know she was. How? Because I was supposed to die with her. The room went silent except for traffic sounds from the street below. Explain, Jaemin said. The day of the accident, young Hee called me. She was scared. Said someone had been following her for weeks. Following her, why? Because she knew too much. About what? Sunja's voice grew distant. About the recipes. Grandmother, they're just family recipes. No, child. They're code. Hana felt ice in her veins. What kind of code? Bank accounts, safe houses, names and locations of people who betrayed the Kang family. That's impossible. Your mother was very clever. She hid information in cooking instructions. Star anise dreams, gochujang sings, Jaemin whispered. Each line represents coordinates, numbers, access codes. How many people know this? 3. Young Hee, myself, and your mother. My mother? Park So-young, my other student. She helped create the code. Understanding flooded through Hana's mind. That's why my parents ran. Someone discovered the truth, threatened your family. Who? Seo's father, the previous generation. Jaemin's hands clenched. Seo Sr. knew about the code, he suspected. Couldn't prove it, but he was willing to kill innocent people to be sure. So my parents faked their deaths and left you with me, because they thought you'd be safe. Were they right? Until now, yes. Hana's phone rang. The same unknown number. Jaemin grabbed it before she could. What do you want? I want my daughter back, a woman's voice said. Hana went white. Mom? Hello, baby. I've missed you so much. This isn't possible. I know it's confusing. I know you're angry. Angry? I thought you were dead. We had to let you think that. For your protection. Protection from what? From people who would use you to get to us. Jaemin took the phone. Where are you? Close. We've been watching. For how long? Since the restaurant opened. We've been customers twice. Hana felt betrayed all over again. You've been here? In Seoul? Never far away. Always watching. Always ready to run if needed. Why now? Why reveal yourselves now? Because the danger is returning. Seo had a son. Seo is dead. Seo Dae-sok is dead. His father died years ago, but his younger brother is very much alive. There's another brother? Seo Min-ho. He's been in Japan, building power. Waiting. Waiting for what? For the right moment to claim his family's revenge. Jaemin's voice was grim. What does he want? Everything Dae-sok wanted, plus blood for blood. How much time do we have? He lands in Seoul tomorrow. The weight of new danger settled over the room. We need to meet, Hana said. Now. It's not safe. I don't care. I need to see your face. Baby. Don't call me that. You lost the right 20 years ago. Silence stretched across the line. Banpo Bridge, her mother said finally. 1 hour. Come alone. She won't be alone, Jaemin said. Mr. Kang, this is family business. She is my family now. That's exactly what makes it dangerous. The line went dead. Banpo Bridge sparkled with evening lights. Water shows danced in the Han River below. Hana stood at the center span. Jaemin waited 50 meters away, close enough to help, far enough to respect her privacy. A woman approached from the south side, middle-aged, grey streaking her black hair, Hana's eyes. Mom? Hello, sweetheart. They stared at each other across 20 years of separation. You look just like I imagined, her mother said. You look older. Hiding ages you. So does lying to your daughter. Her mother's face crumpled. We thought we were protecting you. By abandoning me? By keeping you safe. I wasn't safe. Do you know what my life has been like? Sunja sent updates, photos, report cards. You've been getting reports? Every month. We knew about your jobs, your struggles, the rent problems, and you never helped? Any contact would have put you in danger. So you let me struggle alone. Yes. The honest answer was worse than excuses. Do you know what that felt like? Hana asked. I know what it felt like for us. Tell me. Like dying every day. Like living with a piece of my heart missing. Tears tracked down both their faces. Where's Dad? Hana asked. Watching. Making sure we're safe. From what? The Seo brother. From everything. We've lived in fear for 20 years. What exactly did you do? What information is hidden in those recipes? Her mother looked around nervously. Names, locations, evidence of corruption, going back 3 generations. Evidence of what? Money laundering, human trafficking, murder. Why keep it? Why not turn it over to police? Because half the police were being paid by the Seo family. And the other half? Afraid for their families. A man approached from the north side. Tall, graying hair, familiar jawline. Dad. Hello, princess. The pet name broke something in Hana's chest. Childhood memories flooded back. I thought I'd forgotten your voice, she whispered. I thought I'd forgotten how to be your father. You never stopped being my father. I stopped acting like one. They hugged. Awkward at first, then desperate. I'm sorry, he whispered. I'm so sorry. Over his shoulder, Hana saw Jaemin watching. His expression was unreadable. There's something else, her mother said. Something you need to know. What now? Your engagement. It's been in all the papers. So? Seo Min-ho will see it as a declaration of war. Why? Because marrying into the Kang family makes you a target. I'm already a target. Not like this. Not as a symbol. Hana felt exhaustion creeping in. What are you asking me to do? Disappear. Come with us. Start over somewhere safe. And leave Jaemin? It's the only way. No. Hana, be practical. I am being practical. I'm choosing love over fear. Love doesn't stop bullets. Neither does running. Her father spoke up. We could all disappear. Your grandmother, Jaemin, start fresh. He won't run. He's not built that way. Then he'll die. Maybe. Or maybe we fight. With what army? Hana looked toward Jaemin. He was talking quietly into his phone. With whatever we have. Her mother grabbed her arm. You don't understand what these people are capable of. I understand perfectly. I've seen it. Then you know you can't win. I know I can't live in fear anymore. Fear keeps you alive. Fear isn't living. Jaemin approached. We need to go. Now. What's wrong? Hana asked. Seo Min-ho didn't wait until tomorrow. He's already here. How do you know? 3 of my safe houses just exploded. They drove through Seoul in convoy formation. 3 cars. Armed escorts. Hana sat between her parents in the middle vehicle. 20 years of separation compressed into minutes of conversation. Tell me about growing up, her mother said. Tell me about hiding, Hana countered. We lived in Busan for 5 years, then Jeju Island, then Japan. Together? Always together, but never settled. What did you do for work? Your father taught English. I cleaned houses. That must have been hard. Everything was hard. But we survived. Jaemin's voice crackled through the radio. Roadblock ahead. Not police. The convoy stopped. Through the windshield, Hana saw men in dark suits blocking the street. How many? Her father asked the driver. 6 visible. Probably more hidden. Can we reverse? They're behind us too. They were trapped. Jaemin got out of the lead car. Hands visible but ready. A man approached from the roadblock. Expensive suit. Confident walk. Seo Min-ho. He looked younger than his brother, more polished. Mr. Kang, he called out. What a pleasure. Mr. Seo, you're early. I was excited to meet my new sister-in-law. She's not available for meetings. How rude. I've brought gifts. Seo gestured to his men. They opened the trunks of their cars. Photos. Hundreds of them. Surveillance shots of Hana, of her parents, of Sunja. 20 years of watching, Seo said. Very thorough. What do you want? Justice for my family. Your family started this war. My family will finish it. Hana got out of the middle car. Her parents grabbed for her. Let me go. Hana, don't. This involves me. I should have a say. She walked towards Seo Min-ho. Jaemin moved to intercept her. It's okay, she told him. No, it's not. I need to do this. Seo smiled as she approached. The famous cook, even prettier than your photos. What do you want from me? The truth. What truth? The real recipe. Not the public version. The one with the codes. I don't know what you're talking about. Your grandmother taught it to you, just as she taught your mother. My grandmother has dementia. Convenient. But I don't believe it. Why not? Because the bank accounts are still being accessed. Someone knows the codes. Hana felt her blood chill. What bank accounts? The ones my father set up. The ones your family stole from. We didn't steal anything, didn't you? $50 million in laundered money, hidden for decades. That's impossible. Seo pulled out a tablet. Bank statements, transfer records. Your grandmother has been moving money for years. Small amounts, careful patterns. She can barely remember my name. She remembers what matters. Numbers, codes, recipes. Jaemin stepped closer. Even if that's true, what's your point? My point is that money belongs to my family. Your family earned it through crime. My family earned it through business, legal or otherwise. So you want us to return stolen money that was originally stolen? I want justice. Define justice. Seo's smile turned cold. Everyone who betrayed my family dies, starting with the cook. He pulled a gun, pointed it directly at Hana. Any last words? Yes, Hana said. You're making a mistake. How so? You assume my grandmother is the only one who knows the code. Who else knows it? I do. Interesting, Seo said. Prove it. Star anise dreams of 7 moons rising. First line. Bank routing number 2. 4788349951. Seo's expression changed. Continue. Gochujang sings in ancient tongues. Account number 77889334488821. How do you know this? She taught me. Piece by piece. Recipe by recipe. When? Every lucid moment she had. She knew the dementia was getting worse. So you have full access to the accounts. I have access to more than accounts, such as names, addresses, evidence. Seo lowered the gun slightly. What kind of evidence? Video files, audio recordings, documents. Prove it. Hana pulled out her phone, scrolled to a video file. Your brother, 3 years ago, discussing human trafficking routes. She played 30 seconds. Seo's face went white. Where did you get this? My grandmother was very thorough. She documented everything. For what purpose? Insurance. Protection. Against what? Against people like you. Seo raised the gun again. Give me the phone. No. I'll kill you and take it. Go ahead. The files are encrypted. Biometric locks. We can break encryption. Not this kind. Military grade. Government level. You're bluffing. Am I? Try accessing the accounts without me. CO gestured to one of his men. The man tried to log into the bank account using the information Hana had provided. Access denied, he reported. What's the rest of the code? CO demanded. The rest costs extra. How much extra? Everyone walks away. Safe passage. No revenge. Unacceptable. Then no code. CO's phone rang. He answered without lowering the gun. Sir, we have a problem, a voice said through the speaker. What problem? The police are coming. Multiple units. How many? All of them. In the distance, sirens wailed. Getting closer. Someone called this in, CO said. Not us, Jae-min said. Then who? A new voice spoke from behind them. I did. Everyone turned. An older woman stood at the edge of the roadblock. Kim Sunja. Alert. Focused. No trace of confusion. Hello, Min-ho, she said. You look just like your father. Mrs. Kim. What a surprise. Not really. I've been planning this for 20 years. Planning what? Your family's downfall. CO laughed. One old woman against my organization? One old woman with very detailed records. What records? Every crime your family committed. Every person you hurt. Every dollar you stole. Impossible. Is it? Where do you think all those video files came from? Sunja pulled out an ancient recording device. Your father was very trusting of the help. You recorded him? For decades. Him and his associates. All of them. The sirens were getting louder. How did you remember to do all this? CO asked. The dementia is selective. I forget recent things. But the past? The past is crystal clear. Understanding dawned in everyone's minds. You've been pretending, Hana whispered. Partially. The confusion is real. But not total. Why pretend? Protection. Who suspects a confused old woman? The first police cars appeared at both ends of the street. You set us up, CO said. I set myself up. As bait. For what? To draw you out. To end this once and for all. You're all still going to die. Maybe. But your secrets die with us. What secrets? Sunja held up her phone. A live broadcast was running. Every word you've said tonight, transmitted to news stations across the country. CO went pale. You're broadcasting? Audio and video. Your confession about human trafficking. Your admission about the money laundering. Stop it. Can't. It's automated now. Police officers were running toward them, weapons drawn. This is over, Jae-min said. Not yet, CO snarled. He swung the gun toward Sunja. If I'm going down, I'm taking her with me. No! Hana threw herself forward. The gun fired, but Min-ho had appeared from nowhere. The bullet caught him in the chest instead of Sunja. He went down hard, blood pooling beneath him. Min-ho! Jae-min dropped to his knees beside his friend. Sir, Min-ho whispered. Package. Delivered. What package? The truth. Police surrounded them. Weapons trained on everyone. Drop your weapons. Hands visible. CO's men complied immediately. Their boss was finished. No point in dying for him. CO himself stood frozen, gun still in his hand. It's over, Jae-min said. Surrender. Never. Think about it practically. You're outnumbered, outgunned. Your crimes are public. I still have this. Seo raised the gun toward Hana again. And I still have this. Sunja held up a small device. What is that? Dead man's switch. If my heart stops, every secret file uploads to every major news outlet in the world. You're bluffing? Am I? Your family killed my student, threatened my granddaughter, destroyed innocent lives. So I've spent 20 years making sure you pay for it. Police officers were closing in. 30 seconds until they reached the group. Last chance, Jae-min said. Surrender now. Seo looked around. No escape, no allies, no hope. See you in hell, he said. He turned the gun on himself. Don't, Hana called out, but the shot was already fired. The police station was chaos. Reporters, lawyers, federal agents. Hana sat in a conference room with Jae-min and her parents. Sunja was being interviewed separately. How much trouble are we in? Her mother asked. Less than expected, Jae-min said. The evidence against the Seo organization is overwhelming. What about the money laundering? Complicated. But Sunja's cooperation will help. Detective Park entered the room. Middle-aged, tired, professional. Miss Kim, we need to discuss the bank accounts. What about them? The $50 million. Where is it now? Distributed to victims' families. Over the past 5 years, you gave it away? My grandmother gave it away. Small amounts, anonymous donations. Can you prove this? Hannah pulled out financial records, meticulous documentation, every transfer, every recipient, every reason. Detective Park reviewed the papers. This is extensive. Grandmother is very organized, even with the dementia. About that, our doctors want to examine her. Why? To determine if she's competent to stand trial. Trial for what? Accessory to money laundering. She was returning stolen money to its victims. That's still illegal distribution of known criminal assets. Jae-min leaned forward. What are her options? Cooperation with ongoing investigations, full disclosure of remaining evidence, and then, possibly probation. Given her age and medical condition, what about the rest of us? Mr. Kang, your organization is under investigation, but the evidence suggests you've been moving away from criminal activities. That's correct. Miss Kim, you appear to be a victim in this situation. What about my parents? Witness protection. If they testify against remaining Seo associates. Hannah's father spoke up. How long would that take? Months, possibly years. Would we be safe? Safer than you've been for the past 20 years. The door opened. A doctor entered. How's Minho? Jae-min asked immediately. Stable. The bullet missed major organs. He'll recover. Relief flooded the room. Can we see him? Family only. We are family, Hannah said. The doctor smiled. In that case, yes. They found Minho in the ICU, pale but awake. Sir, he whispered. Status report. It's over, Jae-min said. Seo's dead. His organization is scattered. Good. Why did you jump in front of that bullet? Same reason my father did. To protect family. I'm not your family. Yes, you are. Jae-min's eyes filled with tears. I'm sorry I doubted you. When? When Sao suggested you killed my mother. I was 6 years old. I know. But for a moment. Trauma makes us stupid sometimes. I understand. No, you don't. But thank you for saying so. Minho looked at Hannah. Are you all right? I'm fine. Thanks to you. Thanks to everyone. We protected each other. Is that what families do? That's what love does. A nurse appeared. Visiting hours are over. They said goodbye and left the hospital. Dawn was breaking over Seoul again. What happens now? Hannah asked. We go home, Jae-min said. Where is home? Wherever we make it. 3 months later, the new restaurant was busier than ever. Kim's Kitchen had become famous after the trial. Food bloggers called it authentic Seoul comfort food with a story. Hannah preferred to think of it as family recipes shared properly. She stood in the kitchen, preparing lunch orders. The rhythm was peaceful now. No fear, no threats. Chef, one of the servers called. Table 12 wants to compliment the Galbi Jim. Hannah smiled. Tell them it's my grandmother's recipe. Will do. Sunja sat at the corner table. Her memory came and went, but she was content, safe. The legal proceedings had ended well. Probation, community service. No prison time. The judge had called her a hero disguised as a victim. Hannah's parents worked in the restaurant now. Her father managed the books. Her mother helped with prep work. 20 years of separation couldn't be erased overnight. But they were trying. Order up, Hannah called. Jae-min appeared to collect the plates. He'd learned to cook basic dishes. Nothing fancy, but edible. How's the lunch rush? She asked. Manageable. We might need more servers soon. Good problem to have. The best kind. They worked together in comfortable rhythm, partners in every sense. The engagement ring caught the light as Hannah plated banchan. They'd postponed the wedding during the legal chaos, but the commitment remained. When should we reschedule? She asked. Whenever you want. Tomorrow? Tomorrow works. They'd had this conversation every day for 3 months. Neither was in a rush anymore. The afternoon crowd thinned. Hannah found time to sit with Sunja. How are you feeling, grandmother? Tired, but happy. Good tired or bad tired? Good tired, like after a long day's work. Are you proud of what we built here? I'm proud of what you built. This was your vision. Our vision. Your courage. Our courage. Sunja's eyes were clear today, focused. I have something to tell you, she said. What? About the recipes. The real recipes. What about them? There's one more. One I never taught anyone. What kind of recipe? Wedding soup. For new beginnings. Can you teach me? I can try. If my memory holds. They went into the kitchen together. Sunja moved slowly but surely. Star anise for depth, she said. Ginger for warmth. Lotus root for good fortune. What makes it special? The intention. You cook it for someone you love completely. Have you made it before? Once. For your grandfather. On our wedding day. Did it work? We had 50 years together. You tell me. Hana felt tears prick her eyes. Teach me everything. I will, while I can. They cooked together as the sun set. 3 generations of knowledge passing from hand to hand. Jaemin watched from the dining room. His expression was soft. Content. Minho joined him, still moving carefully but recovering well. She's happy, Minho observed. Finally. Are you happy? Jaemin considered the question. I'm peaceful. That's better than happy. Is it? Happiness can disappear. Peace is deeper. Very philosophical. Very practical. They watched Hana and Sunja work. The older woman's hands guided the younger ones. What do you think they're making? Minho asked. Something important. How do you know? Because everything Sunja makes is important. The kitchen filled with wonderful smells, complex, layered, full of love. The wedding was small, intimate, perfect. They held it in the restaurant's private dining room. 40 guests, family and close friends. Hana wore a simple white dress. Jaemin wore a dark suit. Nothing elaborate, nothing flashy. Sunja officiated. Her memory had been clear all week, a gift they didn't question. Marriage is like cooking, she said. You need good ingredients, careful attention, and patience for things to develop properly. It also helps if you don't burn everything, Minho added. Laughter filled the room. Do you, Kang Jaemin, take Hana as your partner in all things? I do. Do you promise to protect, without controlling? To support, without smothering? I do. Do you, Kim Hana, take Jaemin as your partner in all things? I do. Do you promise to trust without surrendering yourself? To love without losing yourself? I do. Then cook together, eat together, face whatever comes together. They exchanged rings, simple gold bands. You may kiss, Sunja said, but make it good. We're all watching. More laughter. The kiss was gentle, private despite the audience. The reception was a feast. Dishes from both their childhoods, recipes with stories. Hana's parents sat with Jaemin's remaining family, healing old wounds with shared food. Speech, someone called out. Jaemin stood. I'm not good with words. That's why you married a cook, Minho said. She'll do the talking. Actually, I have something to say, Hana said. She stood beside her husband. The word felt new, precious. A year ago, I was just trying to survive, working, taking care of grandmother, getting by. Now look at you, her mother said proudly. Now I know the difference between surviving and living. What's the difference? Someone asked. Surviving is making it through the day. Living is making something beautiful with the days you have. Very wise, Sunja said. Where did you learn that? From you. From all of you. Hana looked around the room. Faces she loved. People who'd fought for each other. Food brings people together, but love keeps them together. To love, Minho raised his glass. To love, everyone echoed. They drank and ate and celebrated until late. No threats, no danger, no fear, just family. However it was defined. 6 months later, Seoul autumn painted the streets gold and red. The restaurant was thriving. 2 locations now. Plans for a third. Hana stood in the original kitchen, training new staff. The lunch rush was starting. Remember, she told the young cooks, every dish tells a story. Make sure it's a good one. Yes, chef. She moved through orders with practiced efficiency. Galbi jjim, kimchi jjigae, banchan prepared fresh. Jaemin worked the front of house. Natural with customers now, warm, approachable. The transformation had been gradual but complete. From crime boss to restaurateur, from feared to loved. Chef, one of the servers said, special request from table 6. What kind of request? They want to propose. Asked if you could make something romantic. Hana smiled. I have just the thing. She prepared Sunja's wedding soup. Complex broth, tender ingredients, love in every spoonful. Through the kitchen window, she watched the proposal. Young couple, nervous and excited. The woman said yes. The restaurant erupted in applause. Another happy ending, Jaemin said, appearing beside her. The best kind. Speaking of happy endings. Yes? He pulled out an envelope. Official looking. Legal. The adoption papers came through. Hana's breath caught. Really? Really? Sunja is officially our legal dependent. Full medical coverage. Protected inheritance. She'll be thrilled. She already knows. I told her this morning. What did she say? She said it was about time we made it official. Hana laughed. Sounds like grandmother. She also said something else. What? That she's ready. Ready for what? To let go. To stop fighting the dementia. Hana felt her chest tighten. What does that mean? It means she's been holding on for us. To make sure we were safe. And now? Now we are. They found Sunja in her favorite corner booth, reading a cookbook, taking notes. What are you working on? Hana asked. Your inheritance. What kind of inheritance? Every recipe I know, written down properly, with stories. She showed them a thick notebook, handwritten pages, careful instructions. When did you do this? A little each day, while my memory holds. How many recipes? 200. 3 generations worth. Grandmother? Don't cry, child. This is happy work. Is it? I'm giving you everything I am. Everything I know. What could be happier? That evening, they cooked together. 3 generations in one kitchen. Sunja's movements were slower now, more deliberate, but still sure. The secret, she said, is in the intention. You've said that before, because it's true. Food without love is just fuel. What about love without food? Impossible. Love always feeds something. They made simple dishes, comfort food, the kind that nourishes souls. I want to tell you something, Sunja said. What? I'm proud of who you became. I'm still becoming. That's what makes me proud. You never stopped growing. Neither did you. I'm an old tree. My growing days are done. You're not old. You're seasoned. Sunja laughed. Seasoned? I like that better. 6 weeks later, the morning was quiet in the hanok they'd bought in Bukchon. Traditional architecture with modern comfort. Home. Hana woke to sunlight streaming through paper windows. Jamin was already up, making coffee in the kitchen. How did you sleep? He asked. Better. You? The same. They'd both been sleeping better since moving out of the city. Peace was easier to find among ancient walls and tiled roofs. Sunja's room was silent. She slept later these days. The notebook project had taken most of her remaining energy, but she'd finished it. Every recipe recorded, every story preserved. I should check on her, Hana said. Let her rest. She had a good day yesterday. It was true. Sunja's mind had been clear for almost 8 hours. A gift they'd treasured. They drank coffee in companionable silence. No rush, no urgency. Time was theirs now. What's the plan for today? Jamin asked. Farmer's market. New potatoes are in season. Sounds perfect. Want to come? Always. They drove through Seoul's morning traffic. The city was waking up around them. At Namdaemun Market, vendors called out greetings. They'd become regulars, part of the community. Best potatoes here, Mrs. Park sang out. Fresh this morning. We'll take 5 kilos, Hana said. For the restaurant? For family dinner. Ah, family dinner. The most important meal. They gathered ingredients slowly. No list, just intuition and desire. Beef for braising, mushrooms for depth, vegetables for color and crunch. What are we making? Jamin asked. I don't know yet. Something that feels right. That's very zen. That's very grandmother. At home, Sunja was awake, sitting in the garden with her notebook. How are you feeling? Hana asked. Grateful. For what? This moment, this place, this family. Good things to be grateful for. The best things. They cooked together, all 3 of them. Slow and careful. No need to hurry. The dish evolved naturally. Beef and vegetables in rich broth. Simple, honest, nourishing. What should we call it? Jamin asked. Home food, Sunja said. That's what this is. They ate on the back porch. Garden views. City sounds distant and soft. I want to say something, Sunja said. While I can say it clearly. What, grandmother? I'm happy. Really, truly happy. That's wonderful. I haven't been happy in years. Just content, or peaceful, but not happy. What changed? You found each other. You built something beautiful. You made a home. Hana felt tears threaten. You made that possible. We all made it possible. Together. The best way. They watched the sun set over the Seoul skyline. Ancient city. Modern dreams. Timeless hopes. I love you both, Sunja said. Remember that when the confusion comes back. We'll remember everything. Good. That's how love works. through memory. That night, Hana and Jaemin sat in their bedroom. Sunja's notebook open between them. "Should we read it?" Jaemin asked. "All of it?" "The important parts." Hana flipped to a page marked with a ribbon. Sunja's careful handwriting filled the margins. For Hana, it read, "Food is love made visible. Never forget that what you create with your hands comes from your heart. Cook with joy. Serve with pride. Love without reservation. This is my gift to you. The knowledge that you are enough, exactly as you are." "She knows," Hana whispered. "Knows what?" "That we're going to be okay." Jaemin pulled her close. "We are going to be okay." "How do you know?" "Because we choose each other. Every day, in every moment." "Is that enough?" "It's everything." They held each other in the quiet house. 3 generations under one roof. Past, present, and future, intertwined. Outside, Seoul sparkled with 10 million stories. But inside, there was only one story that mattered. The story of a family. Chosen, fought for, treasured. The story of home. Epilogue. 6 months later, lanterns glowed in the courtyard of Kim's kitchen. The original location transformed for a special evening. Food bloggers and restaurant critics filled the tables. But tonight wasn't about reviews. Tonight was about family. Hana stood in the kitchen, putting finishing touches on the evening's menu. Every dish told a story. Her story, their story. Jaemin worked beside her, comfortable now with knives and flames. No longer the crime boss, just a man who loved his wife and had learned to cook. 5 minutes to service, she called out. "Ready, chef," her team responded. Through the pass window, she could see the dining room. Her parents at table 1, Minho at table 3, his arm still in a sling but his smile bright. Friends and neighbors filling every seat. At the corner table, in the place of honor, sat an empty chair. A single white orchid marked the spot. Sunja had died peacefully 3 weeks ago, in her sleep, in her own bed, surrounded by love. The notebook lay beside the orchid, every recipe preserved, every story saved. "She's here," Jaemin said softly. "I know. In every dish, every flavor, in every moment we cook with love." The first course went out. Sunja's famous galbi jim, the recipe that had started everything. Hana watched the diners taste it, watched their faces light up with recognition and joy. "Perfect," she whispered. "Just the way she taught you." The evening flowed like poetry, course after course, memory after memory. Love made visible on every plate. During dessert, Hana stepped into the dining room. The conversations quieted. "Thank you all for being here," she said, "for sharing this meal, for honoring my grandmother's memory." "To Kim Sunja," someone called out. "To Kim Sunja," the room echoed. "She would have loved this," Hana continued. "A room full of family, food bringing people together, love multiplying with every shared bite." "What would she say if she were here?" Minho asked. Hana smiled. "She'd say stop talking and eat more." Laughter filled the space. Warm, genuine, healing. Later, after the last guest had gone home, Hana and Jaemin cleaned the kitchen together, the familiar rhythm of closing duties. "Good night?" he asked. "Perfect night. What's next?" "Tomorrow. The next meal. The next story." "Sounds like a plan." They walked home through the quiet streets. Seoul slept around them, but their city felt safe now, peaceful. At the hanok, they found a single light burning in the kitchen window, the space Sunja had loved most. "Look," Jaemin said. On the counter, someone had left a small pot of rice, still warm, perfectly cooked. "Who could have?" Hana started. Then she saw the note, Sunja's handwriting. "For when you come home hungry, love, always." Hana's eyes filled with tears, but they were good tears, grateful tears. "She's still taking care of us," she whispered. "She always will be." They ate the rice standing in the moonlit kitchen. Simple food, perfect flavor, love in every grain. Outside, the city hummed with life. Inside, there was only peace. They looked at each other and smiled. They were home. 2 years later, the morning sickness hit Hana as she reached for the gochujang. She steadied herself against the kitchen counter, breathing slowly. "You all right?" Jaemin asked, looking up from chopping vegetables. "Fine. Just tired." But it wasn't tiredness. They both knew what it was. The pregnancy test had been positive 3 days ago. They hadn't told anyone yet. The secret felt too precious to share. "Maybe you should sit down," Jaemin said. "I'm pregnant, not broken. I know. But still, His protective instincts had intensified since the test. He watched her constantly, worried about every movement. "The lunch prep needs to be finished," Hannah said. "I can handle it. We can handle it. Together." They worked side by side, falling into familiar rhythms. The restaurant would open in 2 hours. Kim's kitchen had expanded to 4 locations now. The flagship in Hongdae, a casual spot in Gangnam, a fine dining version in Itaewon, and the newest addition in Busan, near where her parents had hidden for so many years. "Table 12 called," Jaemin said. "They want to book the private room for an anniversary dinner." "How many years?" 53. Hannah smiled. "We should make something special for them." "Sunja's wedding soup?" "Perfect." The wedding soup had become legendary among their regular customers, reserved for the most meaningful celebrations. Hannah's phone buzzed. A text from her mother. "Doctor's appointment went well. Dad's blood pressure is normal." Her parents were thriving, working together, healing together. The restaurant had given them purpose beyond mere survival. "How are they doing?" Jaemin asked. "Better every day." "Good. They deserve happiness." "So do we." He looked at her directly. "Are we happy? Are you?" "I'm more than happy. I'm complete." The words settled into Hannah's chest, warm and certain. A delivery truck pulled up outside. "Fresh ingredients for the day's specials." "I'll handle this," Jaemin said. "I can help. You're carrying our child. Let me carry the vegetables." Hannah felt a flutter of joy at the words. Our child. Their baby. While Jaemin supervised the delivery, she prepared mise en place for the lunch service, cutting vegetables with meditative precision. The knife work was automatic now. Muscle memory developed over years of professional cooking, but today felt different. Every cut was for the future. Every dish would nourish not just customers, but the tiny life growing inside her. "Chef," one of the line cooks appeared. "The new server wants to know about the Golby Gym story." "Which part?" "The beginning. How it all started." Hannah set down her knife. The story never got old, but telling it always brought back memories of that first night. The fear, the uncertainty. "Tell her to come back after service," she said. "We'll sit down properly." "Yes, chef." The restaurant filled slowly. Lunch crowd building, familiar faces mixed with new ones. At table 7, an elderly couple shared banchan with careful attention. At table 12, business associates conducted meetings over bulgogi. This was what Sunja had envisioned. Food bringing people together, creating community. "Order up," Hannah called. The dance of service began. Orders flowing from kitchen to dining room. Satisfied customers. Repeat business. Minho appeared during the lunch rush. He worked security for all their locations now. But today, he looked troubled. "We need to talk," he said quietly. "What's wrong?" "Maybe nothing. But there's been someone asking questions." Hannah felt her stomach clench. "What kind of questions?" "About the old days. The CO organization. Your grandmother's recipes." "From who?" "Journalist. Says she's writing a book about organized crime in Korea." Jaemin joined them. "What's this about?" "Potential trouble," Minho said. "The journalist has been interviewing former associates, building a timeline." "Of what?" "The money laundering, the evidence, everything that happened. That's all public record now. Most of it, but she's digging deeper." "How deep?" "She knows about the code, the bank accounts, the video files." Hannah felt ice in her veins. "What does she want?" "An interview. With you." "About Sunja's role." "No." "She's offering good money." "I said no. She might write the story anyway, without your perspective." Jaemin's voice was calm but firm. "What's her angle?" "Hero story. Grandmother who brought down a criminal empire." "That's not inaccurate. But it's not complete either. She doesn't know about the personal cost." "The personal cost. 2 years of therapy. Nightmares about Seo Minho. Grief over Sunja's death." "We don't owe anyone our story," Hannah said. "Agreed," Jaemin said. "But if she's going to write it anyway, then let her write it wrong. That might be worse than telling the truth." Hannah felt trapped. Again, just when life had become peaceful. "What do you recommend?" she asked Minho. "Meet with her. Off the record. See what she knows. Then decide." "When?" "She's available this afternoon." "Here?" "Neutral location. Coffee shop in Insadong." Hannah looked at Jaemin. He nodded slightly. "Fine," she said. "But just me. And just this once." The coffee shop in Insadong was deliberately anonymous. Tourist area. Crowded. Easy to disappear into. Hannah arrived 10 minutes early, choosing a corner table with clear sightlines to all exits. Old habits from dangerous times. The journalist was younger than expected, early 30s, professional but approachable. "Miss Kim, I'm Lee Sojin. Thank you for meeting me. What do you want to know?" Direct. I like that. Sojin pulled out a digital recorder. "Do you mind?" "Yes, I mind. Then I'll just take notes." She opened a laptop instead. "I'm writing about how ordinary people resist organized crime. Your grandmother's story is remarkable. My grandmother was a cook who brought down a criminal empire, who protected her family. Is there a difference?" Hannah sipped her coffee. "Yes, motivation matters. What motivated her? Love, fear, determination to see justice done. When did she start recording the CO family?" "I don't know exactly. Years before I was born." "Why did she start?" "Because she saw innocent people getting hurt." "Including your family?" "Including everyone who worked for them." Sojin typed rapidly. "The financial records show systematic theft over decades." "What's your point?" "Your grandmother had access to $50 million. She could have disappeared." "She could have. But that's not who she was." "Who was she?" Hannah felt her throat tighten. "Someone who believed right and wrong mattered more than personal safety." "Is that why she gave the money to victims' families?" "How do you know about that?" "Public records. Anonymous donations traced back to those accounts." "Then you know she did the right thing." "Even though it put your family at risk?" "Because it put our family at risk." Sojin paused her typing. "Explain that." "Doing the right thing is hardest when it costs you something." "What did it cost your family?" 20 years of separation, fear, loss of normal life. But you survived. We survived. Others didn't. The Seo family members who died, they chose violence. Grandmother chose justice. Justice or revenge? Justice. She documented crimes. She didn't commit them." Sojin leaned forward. "What about the final confrontation? When Seo Minho was killed, he killed himself. After being cornered by evidence your grandmother provided. After being exposed for his crimes. Do you see the distinction as meaningful?" Hannah felt anger rising. "Yes, intent matters, method matters. Would your grandmother have been satisfied with imprisonment instead of death?" "She would have been satisfied with truth." "And was she satisfied before she died?" "Yes. She knew the truth was preserved." "In your recipes?" Hannah went very still. "What recipes?" "The coded information, the bank account numbers hidden in cooking instructions. Those weren't recipes, they were evidence. But presented as recipes, presented as protection." Sojin saved her notes. "One more question." "What?" "Do you still have access to that information?" "Why would that matter?" "Because there might be more victims, more families who deserve compensation." "From what money?" "It's all been distributed. But the evidence might reveal other accounts, other crimes." Hannah stood to leave. "This interview is over." "Miss Kim, wait. No, you're not interested in justice. You're interested in sensation. I'm interested in the complete story. The complete story is that an old woman risked everything to protect innocent people. End of story." "What about the pregnancy?" The words stopped Hannah cold. "What? You're pregnant. Does that change how you view your grandmother's choices?" "How do you know that?" "Hospital records are public." "Congratulations." Hannah felt violated, exposed. "You have no right." "I have every right to report factual information." "About my personal life?" "About the heir to a family legacy." "There is no legacy. Just a restaurant. A restaurant built on criminal proceeds. A restaurant built on hard work and honest food. Funded by 50 million in laundered money. Funded by victim compensation and legitimate loans." Sojin closed her laptop. "We have different perspectives. We have different values. Perhaps. But I'm still writing this story." "Then write it. But stay away from my family." "Your family is the story." Hannah walked away without another word. At home, Jae-min was waiting with tea and worried eyes. "How bad?" he asked. "Bad. She knows everything, including the pregnancy." "How is that possible?" "Hospital records. She's been digging for months." Jae-min's jaw tightened. "What's her angle?" "Criminal empire, blood money, tainted legacy." "That's not the truth." "It's close enough to be believable." They sat in the kitchen where Sunja had taught them both to cook. The space felt smaller now, less safe. "What are our options?" Hannah asked. "Legal action, restraining order, intimidation." "The last one sounds familiar." "I didn't mean violence. I meant lawyers." Same result. Fear instead of truth. Then what do you suggest? I don't know. Hannah touched her still flat stomach. I can't have our child growing up under this shadow. What shadow? Questions about where we came from. How we built this life. We built it honestly, on a foundation of crime and violence. On a foundation of justice and protection. Will our child see the difference? Jamin was quiet for a long moment. I hope so. Hope isn't enough. Then what is? Truth. Complete truth. Our version. Meaning, we tell our own story before she tells hers. How? Blog posts, interviews, documentary, public exposure, public honesty. That's risky. Staying silent is riskier. Hannah's phone buzzed. Text from her mother. Saw the news about a journalist asking questions. Are you okay? It's starting, she said. What's starting? The story. Other people are getting calls. Jamin's phone rang. Minho. Sir, we have a problem. 3 locations got calls today. Reporters asking about criminal connections. What kind of questions? Money laundering, protection rackets, whether the restaurants are fronts. What did staff say? Nothing, but they're scared. They should be, Hannah said. This could destroy everything, or it could clear the air permanently. How? By forcing the truth into the open. All of it. That evening, they held an emergency meeting with their core team. Restaurant managers, head chefs, family members. Here's the situation, Jamin began. A journalist is investigating our background. She's going to publish whether we cooperate or not. What does she want to know? Hannah's father asked. Everything. The CO organization, grandmother's evidence, our transition to legitimate business. What's the downside of telling the truth? Public scrutiny. Possible criminal investigation. Loss of customers. What's the downside of staying silent? She controls the narrative. We look guilty. Possible criminal investigation. Loss of customers. Minho spoke up. What about the upside? Of what? Of getting ahead of the story, telling it ourselves. Such as hero narrative, David versus Goliath, justice triumphing over corruption. That's closer to the truth, Hannah's mother said. But it's still incomplete, Hannah said. The truth is messier than that. How so? Grandmother didn't set out to be a hero. She just wanted to protect her family. Same thing. No, heroes make conscious choices to help others. She made desperate choices to save us. What's the difference? Intent and cost. The room was quiet, everyone thinking. What do you want to do? Jamin asked Hannah. I want to protect our child. From what? From growing up with questions about whether their parents are criminals. Are we criminals? We were. You were. And now? Now we're trying to build something clean. Keyword being trying, her father said. That's an ongoing choice. Every day, Jamin agreed. Every decision. Then that's our story, Hannah said. Not heroes, not villains. Just people choosing better. You think that's enough? It's honest. That has to be enough. The blog post went live at midnight. Simple title, Our Story. Hannah had written it herself. 3,000 words. Complete honesty about everything that had happened. Sunja's undercover work, the coded recipes, the Seo family's crimes, their own involvement, the transition to legitimate business. The conclusion was simple. We are not perfect people. We have made mistakes, but we choose every day to build something better. By morning, the post had been shared 10,000 times. The comments were mixed. Support, criticism, disbelief, admiration. How's the response? Jamin asked over breakfast. Intense. Good, intense or bad intense? Both. Some customers cancelled reservations. Others booked specifically to show support. Food bloggers debated whether criminal pasts should disqualify restaurant owners. Ethicists discussed the nature of redemption. Any word from the journalist? She wants a follow-up interview. Are you going to do it? Maybe. On our terms this time. The lunch service was busier than normal. Curiosity seekers mixed with regular customers. Table 12 was occupied by a film crew, documentary makers interested in their story. Table 7 hosted a book publisher, interested in Sunja's notebook. We've become a tourist attraction, Hannah said. Is that good or bad? I don't know yet. That afternoon, Sojin, the journalist, called. I read your blog post, she said. And? It's more honest than I expected. What were you expecting? Denials, justifications, spin. We're tired of spinning. So what's next? We keep cooking. We keep building. That's it? That's everything. What about the larger questions? Organized crime in Korea, corruption in government, justice system failures. Those aren't our questions to answer, aren't they? You have unique insights. We have personal experience. That's different. How so? Personal experience is subjective. Insights require objectivity. Fair point. Write whatever story you want, but understand that we're not symbols. We're just people. People who brought down a criminal empire. People who survived one. After the call, Hana sat in the empty dining room. Late afternoon light slanted through windows. Her hand rested on her stomach. Still no visible sign of pregnancy, but the presence was real. What do you think? She asked the tiny life inside. Was telling the truth the right choice? No answer, of course, but somehow the silence felt peaceful. Jae-min found her there an hour later. Penny, for your thoughts. Just wondering what kind of world we're bringing our child into. What kind do you think it is? Complicated, dangerous, beautiful. Sounds about right. Will that be enough? To give them truth instead of safety. Truth is a kind of safety. Is it? It means they'll know who they are, where they came from, what they're choosing to build. And if they choose differently, then they choose differently. With full knowledge. That's terrifying. Parenthood usually is. They sat together as the city came alive around them, soul buzzing with 10 million stories. I love you, Hana said. I love you too. Even with all the complications, especially with the complications. Why? Because you could have chosen easy. You chose right instead. So did you. So did we. 6 months later, the baby arrived on a Tuesday morning in spring, 3 weeks early but perfectly healthy. Kang Min-jun, named for Hana's father, the man who had sacrificed everything to protect his family. He's beautiful, her mother whispered, cradling her grandson. He looks like Jae-min, her father said. He looks like himself, Hana said. She was tired but glowing. The delivery had been long but uncomplicated. Jae-min sat beside the hospital bed, afraid to hold his son. Afraid his hands were too rough for something so precious. He won't break, Hana said. Are you sure? I'm sure. He lifted the baby carefully. The tiny weight settled against his chest. Hello, Min-jun, he whispered. Welcome to the world. The baby opened dark eyes, alert and curious. He's studying you, Minho said from the corner. What do you think he sees? His father, his protector, his first teacher. What will I teach him? Everything Sunja taught us. Love through food, protection through truth, family through choice. The hospital room filled with flowers, arrangements from restaurant customers, notes from food bloggers, cards from strangers who had read their story. So Jin, the journalist, had sent a simple message. Congratulations. May he grow up in a better world than the one you inherited. Will he? Hana asked Jae-min. Grow up in a better world? We'll make sure he does. How? By choosing better. Every day. Every decision. Starting with what? Starting with love. The next morning, they brought Min-jun home to the hanok. The nursery was simple but perfect. Soft colors, natural materials. Sunja's notebook on the bookshelf. What's that for? Her mother asked. Bedtime stories. When he's older. Cooking stories? Family stories. About where he comes from, what he's inheriting. And what is he inheriting? Recipes, responsibilities, the choice to build something beautiful. That evening, they cooked together. 3 generations in the kitchen again. Hana held Min-jun while supervising. Her parents prepared ingredients. Jae-min managed the stove. What are we making? He asked. Welcome soup, for new beginnings. Is that a real recipe? It is now. The soup was simple, clear broth, fresh vegetables, gentle flavors that wouldn't overwhelm. The secret ingredient? Her father asked. Hope, Hana said. And gratitude. For what? For this moment, this family, this chance to start fresh. They ate on the back porch as the sun set over Seoul. The baby slept in Hana's arms. The city sparkled in the distance. What happens now? Her mother asked. Now we raise him. We cook good food. We love each other. That's it? That's everything. Min-jun stirred in his sleep, made a small sound, settled again. He's dreaming, Jae-min said. What do you think he's dreaming about? Milk, warmth, safety. The important things, the only things that matter. Hana looked around the table, her parents finally at peace. Jae-min, transformed by love, their son, perfect and innocent. Sunja would have loved this, she said. She's here, her mother said. In the recipes, in the stories, in the love we're teaching him. Always here. Always. The baby opened his eyes, looked directly at Hannah, smiled. "Hello, little one," she whispered. "Welcome to our story." The story continued, would always continue. Love made visible. Family chosen daily. Home built with intention. In the kitchen where it all began, steam rose from simple soup. Outside, soul hummed with possibility. They were home. Finally, completely, peacefully home.